Okay, so there's a lot of news to go over. So first, Monolith, or the Japanese Xenoblade 3 Twitter account, has been dropping information every single day since the release of the trailer. And I wanted to wait until we got all the character bios to go over them and explain what's going to be in this video. But we actually have an official banner and official art of the emblems or insignia for Kevis and Agnes. If you look right here on the left, this core crystal looking one is the emblem for Agnes, and the one over here on the right is the emblem for Kevis. And I know this because each character has their respective symbol on their clothes somewhere. Now mind you, for like two or three characters, I wasn't able to find where their symbol is at, but considering the majority of them have it, the others will also have it, just in a place that we can't see right now, or somewhere that I just didn't even notice yet. Now, this information may seem basic enough, but it's really exciting because it kind of proves a little bit, or adds more weight to my theory that there's actually a third nation in Ionios that we don't know about yet, other than Kevis and Agnes. And we'll go over that later because I'm really excited for that part. But for now, let's actually gonna go through each of the characters and show you where their symbol is at. Alright, now let's start with the Chad himself, our boy Noah. Noah was one of the characters where I actually couldn't find where his symbol was, but if you look on his right hand right here, he has a little mark. Seems to have this special mark that we will also see on some of the other characters, and I'll explain how that could tie into the third nation in some way later on in the video. But as far as I was looking, I can't really find where Noah's symbol, Kevis symbol, would be at. I mean, I could obviously just being stupid as usual and just not realize where it's at. So hopefully y'all could like tell me down in the comments where it's at, because I got no fucking clue. Now let's get on to actually analyzing Noah's character design. So starting simple, he has his hair up in a ponytail with a red hair tie, and I really like long hair. Like, I'm even trying to grow my shit out. So seeing Noah with his long hair is just absolutely incredible. I love long hair. But he seems to be wearing a red jacket with black straps on the front, and that's resembling the shape of an X. And his jacket actually is reminiscent of Elma. It reminds me a lot of Elma, especially since these little V shape, see right here, the little V metal piece on it. Elma has something similar. So hey, that's even strengthening my theory that Mira is Ionios in the future, but that's not what we're here for right now. And then he seems to be having some kind of gray sweater underneath the jacket, and he's got black pants with knee pads, and his belt and his boots are Kevis technology. You can tell obviously by the black and then the blue accents, blue highlights. And again, his sword is reminiscent of like a fusion of the Monado and the Aegis sword. Okay, can we just take a couple of seconds of silence and pour one out for Anel? Because hate to say this, but Eunie is not the best girl in Xenoblade 3. He's right here. It's my gorgeous Gormati girl, Mio. Let's just take a couple seconds to pray and just a couple seconds of silence for now. But back to literal queen right here. She is wielding twin rings, which is obvious, and she is Blade. More specifically, she's a flesh eater. You can see her core crystal is blue and red, and flesh eaters have blue and red, like miscolored core crystals. So Mio is a flesh eater, and Mio, just like Noah, I couldn't really find where her symbol, her Agnes symbol is at on her outfit, or even the symbol on the back of Noah's hand. I don't really know where that's at on her. I haven't seen it yet. But for her design, she's obviously Gormati, as you can tell by the ears. And she's got this really nice braid in her hair, like white and red braid in her hair. I like that a lot. I mean, like, it really gives her personality. And she's got gold eyes, just like Nia. So Mio could actually be the daughter of Nia. She is no doubt somehow related to Nia. But her outfit, she's wearing a black and white tank top. She could be wearing 2 tank tops or just one double layered, double strapped tank top. She's got 2 layers, 2 sets of straps here. So she could just be wearing a shorter black tank top underneath this white one. And then over top of that, she has this black and white bomber jacket. And actually here, before, this is actually her design after she joins with Noah. See here in this little fight scene between Noah and Mio, she actually has a longer, like, kimono styled jacket, and it has flower patterns on it. So Blossom Dance could be returning as some kind of attack or combat move in this game. And down below, she's wearing these boots which match her skirt. They're like laced or overlapping boots, and then she's just wearing a skirt with the leggings. I just really love her design and just Mio in general. I really like the skirt and legging combo. Like, it's really attractive on her, and not only that, it just looks nice. Her whole design is just really nice. And then she's got the red bow ties on her boots and on her waist to just complement the white and red scheme she's got going on. Mio is just great all around. I love Mio, and I'm definitely going to be playing as her more than anyone else when the game drops. Alright, next we got our boy, the big man Lanz himself. This man is incredible. Look at him. How could you not love him? But Lanz is actually Machina, as you can tell by the gray skin with like the white streak in the middle of his face and the red eyes. And Lanz's design is really nice. At first I was kind of iffy about him, but he actually grew on me, and I like Lanz a lot now. And you see right here on the left side, or I guess his right side of his jacket, you can actually see the Kevis symbol right here that I was talking about. That's the little Kevis emblem, and that's where it is on him. But he seems to be wearing some like gray and bluish type of jacket with a fur collar. And I'm not quite sure what these little gold triangles are on his chest. I don't know what the hell that is, but he seems to be wearing also a gray see-through shirt and also some type of Kevis belt and Kevis gloves on his arms. That could just be his Machina armor, or that could just be more Kevis technology. And he's got gray camouflage boots, and his jacket is actually a trench coat, goes all the way down to his feet. He's wearing just like this massive trench coat, and the coloration is really nice on him. And then he's just got some Kevis boots, and on his chin right here you can see that is the same symbol as that is on Noah's wrist, on Noah's hand, on the back of Noah's right hand. This is the same symbol. So I'm pretty sure all of the party members have this symbol somewhere. I know for sure that Eunie, Lanz, and Noah have it. I don't know about the other three. I'll look for them, but I'm not sure. Now this one's for Blunts. This one is for Blunts. It's time to go on to Sena. Sena. I don't really know how to pronounce it. I'm just gonna pronounce it Sena because that makes the most sense. But we're gonna go over her outfit first because there's a couple things I want to talk about her. But she seems to be wearing these type of glove sleeves with, looks like metal plating as like forearm guards, and then she's wearing this little denim jacket, this blue and yellow denim jacket with this black and yellow crop top or sports bra, whatever you want to call it. And then she has some denim short shorts on with this belt that straps on over to, I don't really know what this is on her waist. It looks, I'm not even gonna attempt to explain it. I don't know what the hell that is, but it's there. And then she has some black tights on with some white Agnes boots. And Sena's actually interesting because she seems to be wearing a mixture of black and white. She has a lot of, for someone from Agnes, she's wearing a lot of black. So maybe the third nation could be a mix of black and white or gray. I don't know. Or maybe she's from one nation, but then she started living in another nation. It could be like a Fire Emblem Fates type thing where she was abducted from her home nation and was raised in the opposite nation, and then she didn't find out till she became older, so she embraced both. I don't know, but that'd be kind of dope if that were to happen. And now she is a blade and she wields a shield hammer. But the weird thing is, her core crystal is circular. We've never, in Xenoblade 2, we've never seen a circular core crystal. They've always been like a rhombus shape, or in the shape of Zohar, the conduit, Zohar. The Aegis cores are in the shape of the Zohar, but regular blade core crystals are like rhombus shaped. We've never seen a circular core crystal. So it could be a new type of blade, probably, or she had her code somehow altered, or I don't really know, but she could be some new type of blade that doesn't require a driver. You know what, now that I think about it, that could be the case, because Mio is a flesh eater, so you wouldn't need a driver anyway. But Sena here looks to be just a regular blade, and the circular core crystals could just be a new type of blade that no longer needs a driver to fully function. So that's what Sena could be. And probably the most striking thing about her is her hair. Her hair, she's got the blue tips on her hair, and if you look back here by her arm, it looks like she's got a flaming ponytail. And yeah, you know what I'm about to say. This looks a lot like Bridget, as well as she's got the blue lines on her body. But her hair looks very, very similar to Bridget. So perhaps Sena is related to Bridget or has something to do with Bridget. Not quite sure, but I'm really excited to find out where she actually came from and what the deal is with her, since there's so much stuff about her that is just confusing. Also, right here on her crop top, you can see some text right here. It's obviously in an unreadable language, but her and Eunie both have text on their clothes, and I'm curious about what it could mean. But let's actually move on to Eunie now. Oh shit, this was for you and now. This is for a no. But we're going to be analyzing Eunie now. Obviously, she's a high-end tier, and she is a half-breed, evident by her short wings on her head. And her rifle, or this staff, doubles as a rifle and a staff. And the staff itself, actually, it looks very Xenoblade X-esque. It looks very Xenoblade X-y. It looks like something from X. So I don't know if that has anything to do with anything, but let's go on to her fit. She seems to be wearing a choker, just some generic choker, and she's got a black and yellow jacket on. She's got like a longer yellow jacket underneath with a black jacket over top, and she's got some pins over here on the left side, and right here on the right side of her chest you can see she also has that little mark that Noah and Lanz both have. So she could be connected to some third entity like the other two are, not sure, but she also has this unreadable text on her shirt. And the rest of her outfit is just a black skin tight bodysuit with some clean ass shoes. These shoes are really clean, like they're just nice as hell. Yellow and black go really well together. And then she's got this belt, and this belt is actually, I don't know if it's the exact same one, but it's very similar to the belt that Shulk wears in Future Connected. It looks damn near identical to it, so that could have something to do with something. And on her left leg right here, she actually has that Keva symbol that I was talking about earlier. And last but definitely not least, we get our dope boy, the dope man himself, Taion. Now, I really like the coloration. He's rocking like white and orange together. Normally you wouldn't think of a color combination of white and orange, but I really like it, and it fits very, very well. And he's wearing a very long orange scarf. It kind of reminds me of Greninja, which is just dumb, but it reminds me of Greninja. And he's wearing this white jacket with some kind of clip near the neck, and he looks to be wearing a gray zip-up sweater or jacket underneath that. Actually, this white jacket looks more like a shirt or vest, and then the gray sweater or zip-up hoodie, whatever, underneath the long sleeves. And right here on the left side of his chest, he has the Agnes symbol, which, by the way, the Agnes symbol really looks like a core crystal. In Xenoblade 2, in the Blade Bond menu, the core crystal, or just in the game regularly, core crystals look a lot like this. So, and considering that Agnes represents Xenoblade 2, I don't think that's a coincidence, and that could be hinting towards something. So, I don't know. But we get a closer look at these little white autonomous weapons that people from Agnes use, especially Taion. They have the white, they're all white, and then they have the crossed out red X's for eyes. And what I noticed, especially on Taion and Mio, Agnes, they really like overlapping, I guess, because here in the white little autonomous weapon, see a lot of pieces overlap on itself. And even on his collar, it's got like that tapestry strip type pattern that Mio's boots and skirt had. That's some nice little detail that I noticed. And he seems to be wearing some black cargo pants with some knee socks, and he's got his sleeves all the way up to his knees. So our boy Taion, he's stepping out a little bit. Now for the hard part, trying to explain how I think a third nation would fit into all of this. So we have the two emblems for Kevis and Agnes, and we know what they look like. However, one thing that still confuses me is that the symbol that we saw on Lanz's chin, on the back of Noah's hand, and on Eunie's chest. At first, I was thinking, oh, that could be the symbol that's on the flute and on the 3 in the title screen. But going back and looking at it, those are different. All 3 symbols are different. The one on the flute, the 3 in the title screen, and the ones on our characters. All 3 of those are different designs. Now the flute could just be some design with no real meaning, but the little symbol on these characters obviously means something. Maybe that could mean that they're officers, and perhaps all 6 party members are officers from Kevis and Agnes respectively, considering Noah's an officer and he has it. Mio is an officer, so if she does have it, then that would basically confirm that that's just the symbol of an officer. And I'm pretty sure the blonde hair person we see playing the flute in the trailer is also an officer, so they could also have the symbol. I'm pretty sure they have it on the back of their hand. I'm not quite sure. But the one that bothers me the most is the little emblem on the 3 in the title screen. We haven't seen that pattern anywhere in the game or in the trailer yet, but it obviously plays some kind of massive role, considering it's literally right there on the damn title screen. So again, like I had originally thought, that could be the emblem or symbol of the third nation. But I don't know. I'm hoping it is. I'm really convinced that there's some kind of third power or entity in Xenoblade 3. You have Kevis and Agnes, but there has to be some kind of third party, either it being a nation or a single person or something, because the hymn that is continually referred to in the trailer obviously means something. Obviously their identity is being hidden from us right now, and we don't exactly know what Kevis and Agnes are fighting over in the first place. And so either there's a third nation or Alvis is back in the game, and I believe that Alvis is coming back, considering how important he actually is to the overall Xenoblade series, minus X of course. God, poor X just can't catch a fucking break. But yeah, I don't understand the symbol on the protagonist and the symbol on the 3. My guess is that symbol that we see on Lanz and Eunie and Noah is just the symbol that an officer has, kind of like how I guess it would be like a crest from Fire Emblem 3 Houses. So, because in 3 Houses, people blessed from the gods and goddesses have crests which give them extra abilities, and that could be the same type of idea but for Xenoblade 3, where instead of the crest, it's that little symbol to note that they're an officer. But that, I mean, I don't really know how else to explain this other than I do believe that there is going to be at least a third nation, Alvis, or some other third entity that is overlooking both Kevis and Agnes, and maybe could have even started the war between Kevis and Agnes. Wait, hold on, you beautiful motherfuckers. One thing I actually want to mention in this video, I'm going to mention it now and put it here, because if I don't mention it now, then I'm going to completely forget to mention it in a future video. But finally, I'm not the only one who thought there was something up with Araya in this game. This absolute legendary goat, Upper Nimbus, in the comments of my last video, we're having a conversation in the comments about X and everything, and then he mentioned how it's weird that how could the Makana sword make that big gaping wound in the Araya Titan, when at the end of Xenoblade 2 we see Araya merging into that big landmass. So that kind of just like retcons that, because yeah, obviously like its body wasn't destroyed or anything, but it was merged with the land, and now it's just kind of here on its own with this giant gaping wound in it with the Makana sword next to it. And it also begs the question, what the hell was actually that big enough to actually make that big massive chunk in Araya, considering the Makanis is destroyed, so it can't wield the sword and strike it. So there obviously has to be something big enough to use the Makanis sword to strike the Araya Titan. But yeah, finally someone noticed that other than me, and Upper Nimbus is a god for mentioning that. But yeah, there's just so much about this game that we don't know about and is really confusing, and I just cannot wait to actually figure all of this shit out when more tweets drop or more trailers, when the actual fucking game comes out. So like, I'm really excited to learn about this game. I can't even express how happy I am and excited for this game to come out. And I know my voice sounds very like deep and monotone. I sound like an unsympathetic serial killer reading his apology during court when after he killed somebody. Like, I just sound so very uninterested and bored whenever I talk, but I promise you, I am like overjoyed and panicking and freaking out with joy. It's just hard for me to convey emotion through tone in my voice. So I may always sound like bored and very monotone and boring, but I am absolutely ecstatic, and I can't wait for this fucking game to come out, bro. Xenoblade, I love Xenoblade. It's changed my life so much, and I just can't say enough about this series. I'm so excited, and I just want to keep on making videos about this series and hopefully grow and become a household name in the Xenoblade community. But that's gonna be it for this video. That's all I can really think of at the moment. Obviously, I'm going to be making more videos in the future discussing stuff about 3, maybe some stuff I found interesting about 1, 2, or X, and just overall Xenoblade stuff. And I might branch out to Xenosaga and Xenogears, but I will be actually starting the Xenosaga playthrough here in a couple days, hopefully, depending if I can get certain things straightened out. But right now I'm going to focus on making Xenoblade 3 videos and whatever other Xenoblade content I have at the moment. And again, I am on a daily upload schedule, so I'm going to be uploading, or at least I'm going to try to upload every single day until Xenoblade 3 comes out. And then when Xenoblade 3 comes out, that's a plethora of content right there. So hopefully we can make it there. Hopefully my goal is to hit at least 300 subscribers by the time 3 comes out, and then 400 subscribers by the time the year ends, by the end of the year. So hopefully we can get there and I can bring you along with the journey with me. But again, that's going to be the end of the video. So, like always, thanks for watching. Hope you have a damn good day. Stay safe, be well, and play some goddamn Xenoblade.